Hey guys, what is up? This is going to be the final part to my Summer Outlooks Part 2. And this is going to be our overall forecast. But before we begin, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you don't like my content, that's okay. Leave a dislike. And in the comments, tell me what I was doing wrong so I could hopefully fix it. But if you do enjoy my content, please consider liking and subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to be going again from east to west. So we're going to be starting off the warm and wet region up here in the West Belt and the Northeast. Now, these two are separate. It's just accidentally the same color. So this will include parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, parts of Ohio, Pennsylvania, parts of New Jersey, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. But there's a red region, too. But before that, I'm going to tell you all the cities that this includes. Chicago, St. Louis is going to be in between those two. Indianapolis, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, New York, and Boston, and Burlington, and Augusta. But the red region includes Chicago, St. Louis on border, Indianapolis, and Detroit are going to be in the red region. Next, we're going to be going to the wet region, which means it's just going to be wet, basically. So I find it to be hard to see. But this includes Memphis is on the border, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Nashville. And there's no really real severity to this, so we didn't really put anything darker. Next up is our hurricanes region, which will be including San Antonio on the border, Houston, New Orleans, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Miami, and Washington, D.C. And I forgot this in the last two. I forgot this in the last one, but it also includes parts of Texas, New Orleans, parts of Alabama, parts of Mississippi, parts of Florida, parts of Georgia, parts of South Carolina, parts of North Carolina, parts of Virginia, and parts of Maryland, and parts of Delaware. Next up is the severe weather region, which includes a lot of cities, and it's going to be interesting. So here's what we have. We have San Antonio's on the border, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Memphis is on border, and St. Louis is on border, and Kansas City. But we have a dark red region, which includes Oklahoma City and Kansas City, and this includes parts of Texas, parts of Oklahoma, parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, parts of Nebraska, and parts of Kansas. Next up will be our dry and cool region, which will include one city, Minneapolis. And this includes parts of states of Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, these are all parts, by the way, South Dakota, which is whole, parts of Minnesota, and North Dakota. Next up is a hot and drought region, which includes Albuquerque, Denver, Salt Lake City, but this includes the states or parts of Texas, parts of New Mexico, parts of Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, parts of Colorado, parts of Arizona, Utah, parts of Nevada, Idaho, parts of Oregon, parts of Washington, parts of Montana, and parts of Wyoming. But there's a black region that includes parts of Texas, parts of Colorado, parts of Utah, and parts of Arizona. And finally, you have the wet region along the west coast, which includes Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Phoenix, and includes the states or parts of Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, and Arizona, and Mexico. Those are all the areas that are included. Now, what is my take on this? This looks very interesting. I feel bad for guys, but anyway, that is going to wrap up part 3 out of 3 on this video. This is the longest video. So have a good night or evening or morning or whatever you are. And goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.